All right, if people don't take multiple personality disorder seriously, I am partially to blame. So let's review what multiple personality disorder is real quick.
My name is Lauren, and I have borderline personality disorder. This is known to be one of the most painful and mentally draining disorders there is, and there is currently no medicine and no cure for it. I've been struggling with this since I was a kid, and this is me doing my part to break the stigma.
Okay, so to kind of review, the mother of my child was also diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder, also known as multiple personality disorder. That is a letter I received from her right after she received the diagnosis, in which she's talking about she has an elaborate defense network she's built to protect herself from being accountable for her actions. The reason why that's important is right around the time that she got diagnosed, apparently she was aware that one of her personalities or something was wanted to abuse our child, and that she would work against me protecting our child. Very kind of pretty intense thing to do. Anyway, I guess before I go any further, the point being is I've never really taken dissociative identity disorder or multiple personality disorder very seriously. Even at this time, when she wrote me that letter and there was a diagnosis, I still felt as if it was kind of like a joke or not real, or like I couldn't figure out what's going on. So you can read that if you want. Anyway, this is we also had to do psychological testing. We separated, and as part of the custody evaluation, we both did psychological testing. This is her Rorschach results. It says characteristics of a person who subsequently commits suicide, as well as apparently she's suffering from a depression or mood disorder and limited ability to manage interpersonal relationships. For me, I had to look up what are interpersonal relationships again, and it's basically any kind of associations, connections, or affiliations between two or more people. So basically, kind of being able to associate me with the child or things like that, or basically kind of if I interact with this person, then this other person may have this other reaction, those kind of things. So anyway, like I was saying, for me, it's kind of been like a UFO. I would say it's kind of like seeing a UFO. The mother of my child first had a conversation similar to that. Obviously, there wasn't a diagnosis when we first met, where she kind of described that she felt as if she maybe have dissociative identity disorder, as well as discuss the trauma that may have caused it. And I usually kind of check out, to be honest, when I have these conversations or these things happen. And what happened recently was, where we're at right now is, the mother of my child basically was abusing our daughter. I was concerned because of the mental health, the mental illness and things like that. They did the custody evaluation and all that, and then no one's talked about it ever since. The mother of my child basically denies that she has anything wrong with her. Even though there's psychological testing, there's been a diagnosis, no one has discussed this with me. I'll share it as well in other posts, but I just wanted to get this out real quick and keep it under 5 minutes. But I've talked to therapists. I've tried to find out more info on bipolar. Oh, no, sorry, not bipolar. Multiple personality or borderline personality disorder or dissociative identity disorder. They're all kind of similar from what I've been told and understand, and haven't had much info on it whatsoever. So seeing Lauren's post really threw me off, because it's like it's like reliving everything all over again. And also I was at a point in which I was once again kind of thinking, oh, bipolar, borderline personality isn't even real and it's not that big of a deal. And then I see her post, and it basically reminded me that despite the fact that for some reason others aren't taking it serious, it is something I've experienced and something I need to talk about, and should get more info on. So like I said, I want to keep this under 5 minutes. Just I haven't done these things, and I think it's an issue. So yeah.
It's like seeing a UFO interacting with someone who has multiple personality disorder. It's like seeing a UFO interacting with someone who has multiple personality disorder. There's the same of is anybody going to believe me? Did I really see that? And questioning if you're crazy just for having witnessed that, which is one of the reasons why, whether it was years before she had our child or after the diagnosis, even after we weren't together and psychological testing results indicated she was suicidal and had a mood disorder present, I did like I did yesterday after seeing at Lauren J. Nicole post, which was eerily similar to conversations I had with the mother of my child, and basically felt lost and confused all day as to what, if anything, to do with the info that the mother of my child has dissociative identity disorder. Unlike at Lauren J. Nicole, the mother of my child isn't in treatment and denies the diagnosis, so there's that aspect of it. And then there's the even if the mother of my child didn't deny the diagnosis and was in treatment, there's no cure and it's a difficult disorder to deal with. And then there's the so many people have ignored or acted as if she either doesn't have it or it's not a big deal if she does, that it makes me feel crazy for thinking it's something to address. It's like I saw a UFO. So basically what I haven't done is actually live with the fact that's what I've witnessed and that's the test results. And now for the first time since I met the mother of my child, there's also at Lauren J. Nicole, who not only shares some of the same experiences we've had. At Lauren J. Nicole has quite a bit of followers on TikTok and Instagram, so facts are it is weird that some and others have acted as if there's no interest or should be about someone who has that disorder and isn't seeking mental health treatment. So I'm going to try and take at least 5 minutes a day for a while to talk about this. That at Green Gardens comment exchange I was going to talk about, as it's an example of how I was being hindered from having healthy interpersonal relationships. Basically we were interacting one post topic at a time as if there